Welcome back to part 2. In this video we are continuing the process of editing the source code. What we do over the course of these videos is essential to being able to make our own Genesis block. Follow very carefully and do exactly as I do. One mistake and it will fail. Okay, let's start this video by changing the port numbers. First, run a search for the file called chainparams.cpp. Enter the file. Scroll down until you see the default port. It is located on line 118. This is currently set to Reden's chosen port number. Remember back to the last video. This port number was at the end of each IP address. In the hard-coded seeds that we deleted, we will be changing this to our own unique number. You can choose any number. It is best to make it as random as possible. You may also wish to research other coin port numbers, as if you choose the same number as another coin, the user would not be able to host both coin wallets on the same PC. I will make my mainnet port number 7369. Just a random number. You can use 4 numbers or 5. Make sure to save your progress after each change. Now we will scroll down to the testnet params. We can locate the testnet default port number on line 252. Again, you can give this any random number. It does not have to relate to the mainnet port. But for this tutorial, I will be using the port number 8369 for my testnet. I could have numbered it 1234 or 2020. It doesn't matter. It's better to have unique numbers that are easy to remember though. Again, save your progress. Exit that file and locate the file named chainparams.cpp. This is where we are going to change the RPC port numbers. Here you can see the main network, and below, you can see the RPC port number. We will be changing this. This can also be a random number, but what I like to do is to use the mainnet default port number, and just add a 1 in front of it. So my default port number would be 7369. And my RPC port number would be 17369. I will do the same for the RPC port numbers on the testnet. My testnet default port number was 8369. I will change this now to 18369. Hit save and we can leave this file. Now the port numbers are changed. Be sure to make a note of the port numbers somewhere. You will need to know the mainnet default port and the RPC port number when we create a block explorer and mining pool in later videos. We can now move on to our next task. We need to change the PCH message start numbers. Currently these letters and numbers relate to the old Genesis. Head back into the chainparams.cpp file. First find the mainnet parameters. You will find the PCH message starts above the default port number on line 113. You will notice there's a 0x, and after that, there are 2 units, either a number or a letter. We will be changing the last 2 units, keeping the 0x as it is. You can change these to anything, as long as you only switch numbers for numbers and letters for letters. Numbers can range between 1 and 9. Letters can go up to the letter F. So if your existing numbers are 6 and A, you should replace the number 6 for any number between 1 and 9, and replace the letter A for any letter up to the letter F. Here I chose to change 6 to 7C for the first one. Now let's scroll down to the testnet parameters. we will do exactly the same thing. Note, you need to change these the same way, but do not make the changes to match the main net numbers and letters. We need them to be different. So do not have 7C as your first change. Make it random but keeping the same rule. Numbers replace numbers. Letters replace letters. With that done, let's save the changes. Now we will return to the master folder and start working on changing the version numbers. When we make our cryptocurrency, we need to show what version number it is. Version numbers show the user whether it is the first wallet created, or whether there have been any updates since launch. The current wallet from Reden shows the version numbers 1.0.2. This tells the user there has been 3 versions of the same wallet. Version 1.0, version 1.0.1, and its current QT, version 1.0.2. So we need to change the current version to show there have been no revisions. To do this, we will locate all the files that define the version and replace the revision number to 0. The first file we need to search for is configure.ac. You will see 3 files. Just open the first one. Here we have the code to define the version numbers. You can see major, minor, revision, and build. As this is our first major build, and we have had no revisions, we will change the revision number to 0. Once that is done, click Save, and exit the file. Now we are going to run a new search for the file named client version.h. Here you can see the same. We will do exactly the same and change the revisions to 0. Hit Save, and close the file. Navigate to SRC, and then run a search for make. Choose the first file named makefile. There are many other files named makefile, but we only need the first one. We are going to locate the word revisions in this code. To do that, we can run a search by holding Ctrl+F, then typing in the word revisions. Here we can see we have located the revisions. It is on line 1614. Now we just need to change it to 0. Save and exit the file. Now we are going to search for the file named visionx-config.h. Here we can see the version numbers. Again, we are going to change the revision to 0 and save. So that is how you change the version numbers of a Qt. When we make clean and compile our Qt, it will show our new version number. In our next video, I will be showing you how to change wallet address prefixes. We will also change the block time and difficulty retargeting.